In this video, we will show you how to replace your headlight bulb retainer clip on this Ford Ranger. This will be mounted directly behind your headlamp assembly. Let's get into it. Okay, let's get started on our job. We're going to have to remove the headlamp assembly. It's going to be fairly simple overall. Looking along the backside here, you'll find that you have two metallic clips that you have to take hold of and lift straight up. They won't fully remove, but they will dislodge the headlamp assembly. You can use your hands or some pliers, whatever's easiest for you. As you take hold of the headlamp assembly and start pulling it away, keep in mind there are wiring harnesses along the backside that you do need to pay attention to. We'll dislodge the entire headlight bulb from the backside of the assembly. To do that, take hold of this area and turn it counterclockwise. At this point, it's broken free. Go ahead and take hold of that headlight bulb and give it a little tug, pulling it away from the headlamp assembly. At this point, you want to pay close attention to that headlamp bulb. Never touch it with greasy or oily fingers because it will lessen the life of that bulb itself. Now, to remove this connector piece, you will have to disconnect the bulb from the wiring harness. Let's start disconnecting the bulb from the wiring harness. For this, you'll find that you have one locking tab. You can use a small pick or prying device. Carefully pull up on that locking tab. Try not to break it like I just did. This one's just dry and brittle. I'll just get that out of there. Carefully lift this up and pull it away. With that bulb out of the way, let's continue on to removing this. Just work it around a little bit, should slide right out. And there it is, friend. Okay, let's get ready for the installation of our brand new adapter. The first thing we need to talk about is the orientation. Now, looking in the center here, you can see that you do have those three ears. Those will press up against the backside of the headlight bulb. But you want to make sure that you have these other three locking ears facing towards the headlamp assembly. If you had it backwards, it's just not going to lock on. Slide this into place here. Let's install that headlight bulb. Go ahead and take this and put it in position. Slide it in, listen for a click to make sure it's completely locked on. We'll give that a little tug. At this point, we can take that bulb and slide it into position on the backside of the headlamp assembly. Go ahead and take it and slide it right in there until it's completely bottomed out against the assembly itself. We want to make sure you have a good seal. You don't want any moisture making its way in. Now, once you've done that, you can take this piece, we'll line it up, turn it clockwise until it's completely locked in. At this point, take hold of that bulb assembly and give it a little wiggle. We're trying to pull it out and away. We need to make sure it's completely secure. Now it's time to reinstall the headlamp assembly. When doing so, you'll find that you have three studs that protrude out along the backside, and you'll have three ports in the body of the vehicle for them to slide into. If you need to, you can pivot these studs around as needed. Something to pay attention to is this top one right here does have the adjustment for the beam. With all that said, let's carefully take this and slide it into place. Once you've done so, go ahead and lock it into position with your two locking clips. That feels pretty good. Let's lock it down. Double check to make sure it's completely secure. Okay, friend, we've got the vehicle back together. The process for one side of the vehicle is the exact same thing as the other. Once you've done that, go ahead and test the functionality. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.